Good afternoon. We're back. I know, my computer's been down, but I'm back. And we're going to do little ribbon roses today. Just like this little one right here. So let's begin. Okay, you guys, there's a ton of really great ribbon rose tutorials out there. And I'll link some in the bottom. Baking Sheet has a great one. Wilton, of course, does this. You can pick up any decorating book and figure out how to do these. I'm going to tell you right now, folks, I cheat. I cheat because I'm lazy. And also, sometimes I want to make a ribbon rose that becomes a larger ribbon rose, like a shabby chic ribbon rose. And for that, I don't want a center, so I don't make the center like the traditional tutorials tell you to do. One, I don't want to change the tip and make all those tiny centers then go back. And two, because sometimes I want to make it into something different, and I'll go into that later. So what you're going to need to start off with is a flower nail. This is a number 7. You don't have to use one that big. I'm going to make these rosebuds a little bigger than normal so you can see them easier on camera. You're going to need some parchment paper that you have cut up into squares. This is like, I don't know, 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, but they're only that big, so really, you can make them smaller. And you're going to need some thick icing. Not concrete cement thick, but we're talking, you know, it's going to really hold a shape thick. This is a red. I'm using a 103. Again, that might be a bit big. You can do a 102 or anything else smaller, but it's the petal tip, you know, the teardrop looking petal tip. And that is what you're going to need basically to make these. If you have leftover royal icing, this is perfect for that. Because, I mean, I know I have leftover thick royal icing all the time. And so I just knock out, I don't know how many of these, you know, whatever you have left. And you can store them. Like, I'll store them in a little box, you know? And they keep, and you can use them anytime. So, great way to use leftover royal icing. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Okay, first step, start off with your nail. And you're going to take one of your little squares of parchment paper that you have cut. And you're going to stick it on here either using icing or tape or whatever you want to stick it on your needle with. Or nail, I guess I should say. And traditionally at this point what you would do is you would take a round tip and you'd put a little center right there for the center of the bud. And, you know, again, laziness, I don't do that. What I do is I go directly into it using the flower tip. You're going to use the larger part of the teardrop down, so the skinny part's sticking up. I don't know if you can see that, but I hope you can. Anyway, I go ahead and kind of press down just a bit. Get a little bit of out just so it sticks. Now I'm going to pull up and wrap it around. These are probably not as easy to make as they would be if you were using the tip. Yeah, if you got a little edge, just knock it down with your finger or toothpick. But I do it because lazy. Honestly, I'm the laziest cookie decorator alive. So if you're lazy like me, you know, it's worth learning how to do it this way. We'll try it again. Stick it over there to dry. Paper. Push it down just a little bit. There you go. And I like that it gives a little hollow center. I don't like a center being full. Anyway, so that's how you do that. Now, let me show you something else you can do. A shabby chic rose. It's a modification of this ribbon rose. And the reason that I decided to try making them without a center in it in the first place is because I was making these shabby chic wedding cookies and I wanted to make one big wedding ribbon rose, like you would see like on, you know, wedding headbands, and it's the ribbon just rolled up. A ribbon rose? So, that's why I left out the center to begin with. Again, tap down. Start out with your bud. But this time I'm going to kind of angle this out a bit and keep kind of turning it out and turning it out, turning it out until you have this big ribbon rose, which to me reminds me of the little accents you see in wedding wedding hairbands and accessories and all those shabby chic type things. And if you want, you can put some little dragées in the center. I find these little tiny silver ones really cute. And so that's how you make a shabby chic rose out of the modified I'm cheating at it ribbon rose. So there you go. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Next time I see you, or you see me, I won't see you, but we're going to show you how to use these ribbon roses on a project. So that should be fun, just in time for Valentine's Day. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I know I didn't do any videos last week, but I'm really going to do them. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.